How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome into Grizz. First, because I'm just that cool. That you are, Grizz. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Let me get my game capture all set up here. But today we will be continuing some Rogue Trader. How are you today, Grizz? Is everything well with your soul? Hold on. Let me check the color real quick. Okay, I don't think it really matters. Hold on. I can't really see my own mouse. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this should be okay. Let me know if the colors are weird, but it should be fine. So, okay. Grizz says, I'm doing so good. Very nice. What have you been up to? I meant to reply to your message about getting a new pump, but how was that? How was getting a new pump? Are you excited to use the new pump? I meant to reply to that message before I started stream, but I was fiddling around with my model because I feel like my eyes, they shift around like really quick. I made it that way a while ago. I don't really like it anymore. I want to make it a little more smooth, so I was fiddling around with smoothing the way that I look, so that I'm not just like darting my eyes everywhere. But anyways, but yeah, I think I fixed it. So, anywho, I gotta remember how to play this game again. But Grizz says, so cool. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad, Grizz. How's the relationship going? Is it going swimmingly, mayhaps? Are you still having a wonderful time? Hold on, I need to remember what we were doing. Okay, so to catch you guys up on what's happening in Rogue Trader. Oh, Grizz says, my relationship with Sarah is going fantastic. Very nice. Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Things seem to be going so well for you. Oh, are you enjoying the new area as well? Is the new area you're living better than the old one so far? And welcome into Appy. Welcome in, welcome in. How art thou, Appy-chan? Welcome in. But yes, today we're continuing Rogue Trader instead of Stellar Blade. I decided I wanted to change it up a little bit, so we'll be doing a little more Rogue Trader today. And Grizz says, I love it here. Very nice, very nice. Very, very nice. Hold on, let me uncheck that. There we go. That's good. That's good. I know you've been there for like maybe a little more than a month now. So, that's good to hear. And Appy's sleepy as hell. Totally understandable. Today was kind of weird, wasn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but today at work was just kind of weird. Like, I was just kind of going through the motions. I had so much stuff to do today, dude. I was running around all day. And then even at the end of the day, I don't know how to explain this without giving too much away, but there was a problem that I've been delaying fixing because I just had so much stuff to do, so this issue got put on the back burner. And then this lady contacted me and she was like wondering about her issue, which is totally valid, but at the same time it's like, ma'am, getting there. Anyways, she called in the last called me in the last what, 20 minutes of work, and it's like, ma'am, I can't, I know your issue's urgent, but I can't fix this right now. Anyways, but yeah, today was non-stop back-to-back things to do, so. But yeah, it is feeling like a Monday. It is certainly feeling like a Monday. Should have just called in sick. I was, like, actually not feeling super great this morning. I was kind of, like, dizzy. Kinda. It was one of those more... Not dizzy, but, like... You know when, like, some days you kind of, like, you stand up and you, like, you turn your head around and you just kind of feel, like, disoriented when you move? It was one of those mornings. I should have just called in sick, but... Hold on. And now dinner's suddenly ready, so... Anyway, I guess I'm gonna grab dinner real quick, just since I'm not quite into something just yet. So I'll be right back, hold on. Tonight's dinner is clam chowder. Ooh, ah. Anyways, but it's a little hot, so I got some time. Anywho, alright, so to catch you guys up on what's happening in Warhammer 40k, if you'll remember last time, we had gone to a strange ceremony taking place in the heart of Footfall. We walked into some back alley, they were like, oh good, you're finally here, and I was like, yep. That I am. And they're like, are you ready to get started? And I'm like, yep. No clue. No clue who these guys are. But apparently they think I'm some honorable Master Belardo. Am I? Wait, who am I? Oh, never mind. So... Wait, no, we're not Belardo, sorry. Belardo is the... The ceremony turned out to be the funeral of an honorable gentleman by the name of Belardo. But, the honorable Master Belardo turned out to be a former pirate by the name of Jerrycan Dens. So, everything is... amiss. However, we need to uncover... That's right. We said our name is Fidelio. Or they think we're Fidelio, and we just happen to say that we are Fidelio. But yes, I do have some oyster crackers here for my my soup. But I gotta wait. It's super hot right now. So who is this mysterious final guest everyone is waiting for at the ceremony? The answer to that may be the key to understanding what is happening. So, the administratum clerk promises to provide the rogue trader with documents made out in the name Fidelio if he helps him rescue some valuable cargo from the crematorium's furnace. So this administratum clerk, he initially told me that he hid some documents in a furnace, and I was like, I'll help you if you tell me who Fidelio is, or give me documents about Fidelio, because I'm definitely Fidelio. And he tricked us and tried to kill us. So the word repentance could have some connection to the Fidelio mystery, and someone, possibly Fidelio, left a strange note in the Book of Remembrance. I'm not sure what this means, and people definitely want Fidelio dead. So, now, all that's left for us to do, they already tried to kill us, so we fell into the downstairs level of Footfall. We fought our way back to the surface, and now we are returning to demand some answers. It seems the ceremony guests were trying to kill Fidelio, whom they believed the rogue traitor to be. The captain should return to the crematorium and demand answers for these actions. So now we're going to find out exactly who we are. Who we've been pretending to be, rather. But Appy says, man, I'm so tired, I don't even want to play Palia right now. Understandable. Totally understandable. I don't know, man. I was falling asleep. But... what the day is it? On Saturday? On Saturday, I was falling asleep playing Palia. There's something about moving between destinations in Palia that just, knocks me out. I was, about to fall asleep. On Saturday. To me, Palia is really hard to play if I'm already tired. But clam chow sounds nice. That it does. That it does. Once it cools down a little. But yes. Clam chowder with some oyster crackers would be so good. Once it cools down. As soon as you appear, a dozen eyes and guns shift in your direction. The guests of the ceremony no longer pretend to be peaceful mourners. They are, however, stunned to see you. First mate Dagon. I don't believe it. You had the nerve to come back after your tumble through the flames? Listen, Dagon. I hate you, you hate me, but maybe we can set aside our differences, for the sake of our mutual target, so to speak. The man nods at you and narrows his eyes ominously. Finally, boy, you're showing some signs of being your father's son. Dens would never beat around the bush with rivals. Shoot their head off and be done with it. Anyway, I accept your proposal. He aims his weapon at you. We've tried killing you quietly. That didn't work out, so we'll just have to kill you. Plain and simple like. This is Footfall for throne's sake. Bye-bye, Fidelio. I don't know. I kind of just want to admit that I'm not Fidelio. Again, people want to kill me without saying why. I think that's what I'll say. Again, people want to kill me without saying why. We don't care. Come now, Dagon. Let's give the man an explanation before his death. You see, Master Fidelio, my late father, Dens, demons take him, Belardo, has bequeathed his entire fortune to you. Not to me, his only son, not to his first mate, you. So where does that leave us? You must die. And Appy's gonna go lie down and fire up his phone. No worries. I hope you have a wonderful lie down, Appy-chan. Hope you have a wonderful lie down. Let's see. Yeah, I was in and out of consciousness yesterday. The amount of sleeping I did. I slept so much I gave myself a headache. I woke up at 7. I fell asleep at from 10 to... No. From 8 to 11? I woke up, I played games from 11 to 2? I was already falling asleep at 1. I fell asleep again around 2, and then I woke up at 4 or something. I don't know. Anyways, if I take too many naps, if I nap at all, I risk getting a migraine. The more naps I take, and the less consistent my sleep schedule, the more likely I am to get a massive headache. Naps are nice, but I do tempt fate when I do it. Anywho, but yeah, I hope you enjoy your lie down. Okay. I don't know how to explain it to you all, but I'm not actually Fidelio. Anyone would say that looking down the barrels of a dozen guns. Oh well, let's get this over with, I suppose.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Well, I guess we're killing guys now. Well, that is rough, isn't it? I guess we're killing now. This is, honestly, this is my favorite side quest so far. It's just, it's so dumb, but in a really, like, funny way. This whole thing could have been avoided. The whole reason we're in conflict right now is because we're pretending to be some random guy we're not. We walked into a funeral. Thankfully, no one knew who Fidelio even was. I mean, they don't know what he looks like, so we just pretended to be him, and now they're trying to kill us, so... Totally avoidable, but it is what it is, I guess. Alright. Alright, Abelard, let's kill these guys. Then I'll push Abelard.
Not a servitor.
I'm just gonna buff the hell out of Abelard. Excuse me. And we'll call this my front line.
To being ordered around.
And we'll call this my back line. And I guess I'll be considered the...
If only that were possible.
There we go. I'll be the, whatever, the rear or something. It's fine. Okay.
Here we go.
This whole conflict could have been avoided if I was just truthful. Honestly, in this game, I should just lie. Honestly, things in this game are funnier if I just don't care. If I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'm the guy you're looking for. It just makes so much chaos for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Yeah, I guess I'm the guy. I mean, who would lie about being the guy, you know? I guess I'm the guy. Time to farm XP, so true. And now when there's a choice between peace and violence, we choose violence. So true. This is 40k after all. If everyone's a villain, why not just embrace it? Maybe not a villain, but if everybody's gonna commit a war crime, I mean, what's one more for the pile, you know? Anywho, let's increase our, whatchamacallit, dodge and parry. I could use the staff, I just don't want to hit myself with it. I'm gonna zap myself if I use it. We can just saw this guy, I guess.
Anything else?
Not bad. Exploit that guy.
Was that you? Or... But of course.
Okay. Ooh. Wait, how much health did that guy have? 150?
Just frighten me.
Oh, these guys are a lot tougher than I thought. I mean, there's some weak guys in there, but there's some that are, like, pretty tough, actually. There's even a combat server. See, this is what I don't understand. If servitors are like lobotomized humans, literally. I'm pretty sure. So if you underwent a lobotomy, how are you able to think enough to do combat? That's what I don't understand. Okay, I need to play this game more often. I'm forgetting stuff. Forgetting all my abilities. Okay, so this first mate guy has 150 health. I really need to get Abelard on that. Which is weird, because Abelard is not moving. Huh. Abelard doesn't even have a... Oh, never mind, he's next. My bad. I was gonna say, he doesn't even have a turn, but he does. Honestly, I think I'll just throw a fire grenade and just hope for the best.
Cogitation failed.
No line of sight, no!
My coincidences are not that universal.
Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna move out into the open and I'm gonna light things on fire. Nice. I'll expose the weakness of that clerk. Did he just... Never mind. We're fine. Alrighty. This shall be my sworn enemy. I can't charge him, though. I will move one over. And...
Aesthetically sound of
I shall get ready to strike. Then we will slice the hell out of this
it will
guy.
be done.
Get parried, you
I will
filthy
do my
casual.
duty.
Nice.
Victory is imminent.
Nice. Okay.
Let's
Good.
get to it.
Dude, this fight is actually pretty hard. My team is not doing good at all.
Here we go.
Sudden difficulty spike.
Can I fall back now?
What shall I do? Who would be the best guy for the job? Let me eat my food so I can think.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally. On it.
A memory of this righteous moment.
You see, all I needed was just to eat a little bit. I just killed 3 dudes in one hit. What I really needed was calories. Calories is ultimately all I needed. Okay. And I'm a little bit worried about this Dagon guy. I mean, I know he's probably going to be aggroed to Abelard for a while, which is not... Which is a good thing, because Abelard can tank a lot of hits. But the problem is that while Abelard's tanking hits, there's other guys that are going to be advancing, and I don't really know... I don't know if I should just have Abelard just... I'm just gonna do it.
Accept your lot.
I'm gonna give Abelard another go. Alright,
Target well
slice this
struck.
guy.
It will be done.
One more time.
At your beck and call. I took care
Smoked.
of this one.
It's that easy, dude. It is that easy. How did we recover so much health just now? Who should I buff? I'll buff
Isn't this a job
Argenta.
for the serfs?
Then we'll
If
tell
I may.
Argenta to push herself. And then I'll give Argenta a move. I don't know. We can kill this one guy.
I'll do
Let's
it.
kill him.
Eradicate it.
There we go.
I am his will made manifest.
Maybe I didn't understand what I clicked. Wait. Make a number of extra attacks equal to their weapon's rate of fire. I'm not... What? Wait. Oops. It says 1 AP as though I can actually shoot, but I don't actually have... Huh? I don't have any action
As the
points.
Emperor commands, I act. That is not the Emperor's will.
Okay, I don't know. I'm confusing myself. And I'll move Cassia.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Hold on. Out of my way.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I'll do it. With you, my Emperor! As the Emperor commands, I act. On it.
Hold on. I'm eating my dinner while trying to solve this thing here. I'm gonna put on my text. Okay, there we go. Just so you guys know I'm eating.
Activate calculated fury algorithm. Request denied. Request approved.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. I will do my duty.
Let's make it quick.
make it happen.
I'm not so sure.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I accidentally misclicked. I buffed this random servitor. Whoops. That's fine. It's of no real consequence.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Momentum.
Will do. No can do. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
They who discern the future own the battlefield. Anything is?
Was it you? Or
Significant value. Heavy is the tread of his faithful. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. My vow is to serve. Running binary override.
I'm not interested. My place is at the fore.
Let's get to it.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Who if not me?
Computation fails. Request approved. My competencies are not that universal.
I'll paint your death in colors.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Function successfully terminated.
Alright, I'm not done with dinner yet, but I do have some dialogue to read. Dagon lifts his bloodied face. Ah, it hurts. Belardo clutches his wounded body. The crematorium's going to have its hands full today. You stop shooting. Oh no, Dad. What? Chaplin looks at the carnage around him matter-of-factly. Wonderful. This is a funeral Dens would be proud of. Well, we could treat their wounds. I'm not really... We could gain some allies with them knowing that I'm not Fidelio. I'm hoping us healing them will just convince them that I'm not Fidelio, and hopefully we'll get some... we'll get something out of it, you know? Because surely Fidelio wouldn't heal their wounds, you know? Also, killing a father in front of their daughter is pretty wild, so... treat their wounds. I'm not in a killing mood. Will do. I would ask the esteemed guest to stay for a moment longer. We still have an important bit of business to take care of. Chaplin shrugs indifferently. Are we done with the firing squads? I would like to finally resolve the matter of Dens' inheritance, and after that, give him a proper send-off. And so, according to the deceased will, all of Belardo's fortune goes... Wait, who just talked? Fidelio. According to the deceased's will, all of Belardo's fortune goes not to his worthless son Cass, not to his brainless mate Dagon, but to Fidelio, a mysterious new heir. However, I believe a certain party would like to intervene in this process. Chaplin looks straight at you and chuckles. I'm Fidelio and I wish to claim my inheritance. This is so wild. You know what? We've committed to the bit for this long. We might as well just keep committing. Yep, I'm Fidelio. I wish to claim my inheritance. As it is written in the will, so be it. I will see to all the formalities and make sure you receive all the deeds to the property. Profit factor gained 4. Cass lets out a sigh of frustration. So much for a life without a care in the world. Adelia, get your things. Your daddy needs a good drink. There are 5. I see. Dagon does not say another word, merely gives you a long, furious look. Chaplin looks at the coffin. I would like to say goodbye to my old friend. The crematorium is a bit wrecked now, haha. But who needs a crematorium? Dens loved having his enemies drenched in promethium and burned. They didn't call him Jerrycan Dens for nothing. I think it'd be a nice gesture to send him on his way in the same fashion. Thankfully, it's easy enough to procure a jerrycan of promethium on footfall. Abelard nods in approval. Fitting. Chaplin gives you a long side glance. Want to stay and watch? With pleasure. Well, let's get started, I guess.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Nice. Well. Cool. Well, remember this, guys. If you guys ever need to cremate my body, be sure to make sure it's explosive. I want a fireworks show. As long as there's no bits of me flying everywhere, because that would be unpleasant. But if I'm already dead, what does it matter, you know? I'd already be dead, so. I would already be dead. What would it matter? Dude, I don't know what it is, but every once in a while, there's something... there's something in sunflower seeds, okay, that causes my nose to itch. Like, if I touch a sunflower seed and I touch my nose, the itch starts to spread across my nose. And I didn't touch any sunflower seeds today, but I feel the exact same thing. So I think I touched something that, like, has some kind of, has whatever I'm allergic to in sunflower seeds. It's on my nose now, so everything itches. Everything is so incredibly itchy for no reason. Anywho, but yeah, in terms of Rogue Trader, we're done playing nice. We're done being the good guy. That's not interesting. I'm just gonna start killing. I'm just gonna start killing for no reason. Footfall's levels are situated between huge... Footfall's levels are situated between huge supports resembling scaffolding. It seems a new concept for the interior design was started before the previous one could be implemented. Classic. Okay, well, I guess I'll just wander around and see if there's any loot I can find, especially now that everybody's dead, you know. Oh, there's some goods over here. Cool. Some cool goods. I pretty much never shop in games. Like, the only time I'll shop in a game is when I'm certain I can't pick it up off the ground somewhere else. And I don't know if this game is like that. I mean, surely there's something that I can't pick up outside of a shop, but so far I'm just... I don't think I've bought anything. I can't remember anything I've ever bought from this game. From this game's stores. So, who knows? Anywho, why can't I talk to this random pilgrim? Strange. Alright, let me finish my dinner.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. I'm almost done with dinner. You know, it's really funny. Stellar Blade, for some reason, I can't talk during Stellar Blade. Like, I have nothing to say. But when I play Rogue Trader, I have like a million things to say. Like, I don't really run out of stuff to say. It's very strange. At least not today. Only thing that's stopping me from talking today is because my nose is really itchy, dude. It's not like inside my nose. It's like the skin on the outside of my nose, like the whole tip of my nose, are just like itchy and it's spreading. It's so itchy. I don't know what the hell it is. Anyways, okay, so we got a few main objectives to take care of. Tattered Spirit. So we had to make planetfall on Footfall. We visited the Liege of Footfall, and I think the reason that we're here is because the ship suffered a lot of our ship suffered a lot of damage in the battle with the cultists, and our ship's spirit yearns to reach the only port in the sector, which is Footfall. So, to coordinate the next steps, we must go back to meet with our retinue back at the Von Valancia's ship. So, all we had to do was wait for the ship to finish being inspected, and now we have to have a meeting with our officers. Also, after we landed on Footfall, we met with the Liege of Footfall, Vladimir Tokara, who has come with a request about the station's survival. His people are at risk of starvation, and Vladimir's current patron, Caligos Winterscale, is not rushing to his aid, so Liege Tokara is seeking a new ally and protector. If the Von Valancius dynasty, our dynasty, does not help him, he will be forced to submit to the rule of the merciless rogue trader, Incendia Corda. So, the gist of it is that Footfall is hungry. They don't have enough food. They can get enough food, but they would have to do a really bad trade deal with Incendia Corda. So Incendia Corda is another rogue trader who is offering a deal that very much benefits the rogue trader. It doesn't really benefit Footfall very much, but Footfall's desperate. They really need the food. So they don't really have much of a choice but to take the deal. Unless we provide him with food. Because if we provide him with food, he doesn't have to make this terrible deal with Incendia. So our second objective is to supply Footfall with provisions from the agri-world Janus. Footfall is experiencing shortage of provisions. If the situation is not remedied soon, a dramatic fall in the station's population is likely. And the third main objective, Rot. A new particularly aggressive gang has set up shop on Footfall, showing no fear of either the Liege or the rogue traders. Their thuggish behavior must be stopped. Oh, I think I just found out part of what's making my nose itchy. I have one piece of hair that's like dangling down onto my nose. Maybe that's part of it. Okay. But it's just a gang of bandits, more or less. So it is worth taking a closer look at the belongings of those killed by the Anvers and searching for other evidence. The Anvers' brazen actions guarantee that they will give themselves away sooner or later. A note found on the body of one of the Anvers leaders mentions Sector 2. So we got that going for us, and Sister Argenta has asked us for our help with a personal matter. According to Reverend Hieronymus, suspicious individuals are conducting rituals in the Shadow Quarters, in a place marked with a blue and gold sun. If they are heretics, they must be eradicated. The presence of Sister Argenta is highly advisable. So we have to go kill some heretics. We also... The Liege of Footfall, Vladimir Tokara, was meeting with someone, a disgraced stranger. We don't know too much about her. But we can find her in the Adeptus Amacicus bar in Footfall Shadow Quarters. So we haven't done this yet. And the last quest. Pascal has found a databank belonging to Theodora von Valancius in the Furibundus system. The data encrypted in this database may be useful to the new rogue trader. Authorize the databank decryption on the personal cogitator. The rogue trader's cogitator on the bridge once belonged to Theodora von Valancius. Pascal is sure that it can be used to decrypt the discovered databank. My nose itches so bad, dude. Okay, we gotta save, though. We definitely gotta save. Okay. It's been a little over a week since we last played this. But honestly, I think we should be playing this a little bit more. I really don't want to be dropping this game. I think we already went to the warehouse. We went to the Liege's place. So I'm not really sure where... To the rest of Footfall. I'm not really sure where we can go to get to that bar. But we'll find it. We'll find it. Is this not the right way to go? Oh, there it is. To the rest of Footfall. Oh, there we go. So we need to go to Shadow Quarters for the quests Astray, Persona non grata, and Rot. So Persona non grata is for the bar thing. Rot, I think, is for the bandits, and the other one is also for bandits or something. Welcome into Mochi. Yo, notice me. You have been noticed. Welcome in, Mochi. Did you pass your test retake? Have you passed your test retake, Mochi? How are you today, Mochi? Welcome in. Argenta gestures for your attention. Rogue Trader, I would like to remind you about Reverend Hieronymus' request. He asked us to search for a potential cultist den in Footfall's Shadow Quarters. And I'm your biggest fan. You are? Thank you, Mochi. Thank you. I'm your biggest fan. You passed the test, though, right? You're not deflecting. You passed the test. You better have passed. Yeah? Mm-hmm. If you say so. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna grab a little more soup and crackers, but I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Mochi. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Oh, there's a delay with messages? Is it on... Oh, it's not on my side, though. Yeah, sorry. There might be a little bit of a delay. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a little more food. BRB. Welcome into K Scott. Welcome in. I just came back. Had to grab some more food. My mom is freaking out about K drama right now. Also, if you see me like, if I have like weird VTuber tracking tonight. It's because, like, right now, if you can notice my VTubers walking out, it's because I'm scratching my nose. There's something that caused, like, the skin on my nose to be really itchy today, so I keep scratching it, and it just doesn't go away. It's just constantly itchy. So, anyways. But I have soup for dinner. But Mochi says, anyway, it was good. I got in more practice today, and my professor said I improved, so that's good. Very nice. Welcome into K. Scott. Welcome in. Wonder what he's eating for dinner today. Excellent question. I am having a clam chowder with oyster crackers. And boy oh boy, is it delicious. And Mochi says, I think he mentioned, but my attention span missed it. I thought he said soup, but I also could be lying unintentionally. And probably would have missed it too. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. It's just clam chowder. And K. Scott had some tater tot casserole. Sounds very delicious. Very nice, very nice. I hope it was wonderful. I hope your kids enjoyed it. I don't think I've ever had tater tot casserole. Ah, my nose. Ah. But while you were eating the tater tot casserole, oh, they don't enjoy anything. Oh, dude, you know what? I wish I remember there was a time in my childhood that I wanted to have kid cuisine. My mom never got it for us. But we did have Lunchables. Lunchables are pretty good. Well, anyways. I guess that information is neither here nor there. But, man, what did I enjoy the most? I think one of the favorite... Oh, I gotta sneeze. Never mind. One of the things that I enjoyed that my mom made, she would make these, like little hot dog pizzas, almost. I mean, not like actual hot dogs, but, like, she would make, like, little pizzas out of hot dog buns. Ah, so good. Now my nose is, like, getting stuffed. I don't know what's happening. That's a good idea. It's so good. And the bread is really soft, too, so it helps a lot. But anyways. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. But to catch you up on what was happening in the game while you were having your tater tot casserole, this is to catch Mochi up as well. Last time on Rogue's Trader, we were in this planet here called Footfall. We walked through an alley, and some guy was like, "Oh, you're here. You're finally here in time for the funeral. Fidelio? You're Fidelio, right?" And we were like, "Yep." And then we walked into some random dude's funeral, and then the people there tried to kill us. They told us that some dude was like, "Oh, if you go into this furnace area, then and retrieve my papers, I can do you a favor." And I was like, "Sure." And then I went into the furnace, and then he tried to kill me. He tried to burn me in the furnace, which I should have seen coming. I already knew that people at the funeral were trying to kill me, so I'm not really sure why I didn't think it was suspicious that someone stored their precious paperwork in a furnace, but alas, thinking is not my strong suit. Thankfully, we escaped the furnace, and then that's pretty much where I ended the stream last time, and then today, after having escaped the furnace, we had gone back to the funeral area. The people there were kind of like, "You know, I'm really surprised you came back after we tried to kill you, but now you're back, so we gotta kill you." And then we fought them. Pretty much everybody died except for the two people. Okay, so we asked, like, "Okay, so why are you trying to kill me?" And they were like, "Oh, because you, Fidelio, are the chosen inheritor of this dude's money. For some reason, they didn't choose me, the dead guy didn't choose me, his son, didn't choose his partner, this guy. So now he chose you for whatever reason, so that's why we're trying to kill you. And I was like, well, I'm not even Fidelio. And they were like, that's what Fidelio would say. And then they tried to kill me. So I tried to kill them. I did kill pretty much everybody except for those two guys. And then the priest or whatever, he was like, so anyway, now that all the fighting's done, let me give my final words. The inheritor is Fidelio. Any questions? And yeah, this all happened tonight. It was really quick. The priest was like, okay, the will of this dead guy is to give the inheritance to Fidelio, and then I, as Fidelio, could say that I'm not Fidelio. I could say that his son deserves the money. I could say that his partner deserves the money, or I can say, yes, I am Fidelio, give me the money. Keep in mind, I'm not Fidelio. This whole situation, all the drama that's happened in this entire funeral is because I pretended to be some random guy that everybody wants dead, even though I'm literally not that guy. I have nothing to do with this funeral. I'm just some guy that showed up and pretended to be some dude. So anyways, but yeah, the priest was like, where do you want to... the priest was like, the will is not going to the son, it's not going to the partner, it's going to this random guy Fidelio. As is the will of the dead guy. And I was like, yes, I am Fidelio. And I took the money, and nobody questioned it. So, yep, I'm richer now, after that funeral. I just took this random dead guy's money. No clue where the real Fidelio is. But, I mean, you know, finders, keepers, and all that, so. Anyways, but yeah. I'm glad you liked the recap, K. Scott. That's pretty much all that happened, so. Yep. And now, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. I do have a little bit of soup left to eat. I grabbed seconds. So I'm gonna eat during combat. For now, we're just gonna get through some dialogue here. So, we entered a new sector. We have a few things we need to take care of. Argenta wants some heretics dead. There's some random lady at a bar we gotta find. And there's something else, I don't remember. But currently, Argenta's talking about the heretics. So, Argenta gestures for your attention. Rogue Trader, I would like to remind you about Reverend Hieronymus's request. He asked us to search for a potential cultist den in Footfall's shadow quarters. Remind me, what was it that Reverend Hieronymus wanted from us? He told us to look for sun symbols inscribed in blue and gold. Hieronymus's congregation suspects certain suspicious individuals of heresy, and rumor has it that this is how they mark their hideout. I see. And Mochi says, wait, sorry, I left for a sec. What's for dinner? It is clam chowder with crackers. Delicious. You seem weighted down by something. What? No. Argenta shakes her head and rubs her temples tiredly. Apologies, Rogue Trader. Being here on Footfall is difficult for me. It's a minor personal weakness, but I'm as ready to fight as ever. It will have no effect on my combat skills. Sorry, I had to take my glasses off. My nose is so itchy, I can't wear my glasses. It's so itchy. Now my eyes have to adjust again. Oh, no! Let's see. I would like to know what this personal weakness is. Members of my crew cannot keep secrets from me. You're right. I will explain. It's about the circumstances of my arrival on Footfall. I wasn't born in the Expanse. I was sent here to be a guardian of a reliquary on Footfall. But my ship became caught in a warp anomaly, and although it lasted only days for those on board, decades had flown by in real space. When at last I arrived on Footfall, it felt like I had been erased from time. No one was waiting for me on this side of the maw. The people who were supposed to greet me, who knew about my imminent arrival, had died. The reliquary that should have been mine to safeguard had instead been taken under the protection of Reverend Hieronymus and his brethren. They were more than up to the task. They had no need of my help. Footfall became my cage. I didn't know who I was or what purpose I had here. The way back to Calixus seemed like another trap. Even if I were to find a ship headed there, my sector, my order, they too would have lived decades without me by that point. Whenever I'm reminded of those months spent on Footfall, it feels like I'm falling into a pit. I hope the rumors of cultists turn out to be true. I can't wait to prove with my bolter that the world and the Imperium need me. Oh. Who's the bot? I don't know. These are just random bots. I'll just get rid of that. Okay. And fun fact, I have a sunburn everywhere. Very nice, very nice. I hope you feel better soon. And welcome into thank you? Like thank you or and boo job application. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Senkyu. How is life? Welcome in. Senkyu's over on YouTube. Let's see. I feel bad about when people chat on YouTube and I miss the message. Because on Twitch it's really obvious, but on YouTube it doesn't really. It's really hard to notice. They're like right next to each other though. I have them right next to each other. Anyways, let's see. How and why did your stay on Footfall come to an end? Something must have changed. Yes, a sign, almost a portent, showed me the right path. What the hell's a portent? But it's not something I can speak of like this on the street in this den of malice. Let us be on our way. All I'll say is that on Footfall I met Lady Theodora and joined her, and that was the end of my languishing in this place. You know Footfall better than me. Do you think the rumors of heretics are true? There was a time when I'd have said it was likely a fabrication. One can say many things about the Casabalicum mission and the other shady operators on Footfall, but even those thugs are loyal to the Emperor, and so they mercilessly exterminate outright heretics in their territory. But now, heretics have launched an open attack on a rogue trader ship. A member of your dynasty, Voigtavir, has turned out to be one of them, and Footfall itself is sinking deeper and deeper into madness. In these times of strife, I'm willing to believe in heretics who openly perform their dark rituals and brazenly mark their dens with sacrilegious symbols. We must keep going. No, that was the whole thing, I guess. Let me save real quick. Ah, dude, my nose itches so bad. My nose is probably so red by now. Ah. Man.
Let us see what
The Shadow Quarters. When I was last on Footfall, I used to take my weapon and wander this area, anticipating an encounter with a mutant or a bandit.
Why are your recollections of this so blue? And the more you talk about it, the darker the blue becomes.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
What the hell is that? Rising sun symbol. It seems oddly repulsive, even sinister. Ah! Is that on the surface?
The premonition runs true.
This fake door is connected to a mine trigger. Interesting. Leaflet. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their houses, drag them out of their beds. Carve open their bodies like carcasses at a slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Casablanca, Corda, Von Valancius, their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow will erase them from memory. Go and seize power. As much of it as you can carry. Damn. Mochi says, what is your favorite candy? I don't know. Maybe like a... Maybe like an Almond Joy. Probably. I'm definitely an Almond Joy kind of guy. I do enjoy the Almond Joy. Honestly, I don't really...
Keep your eye on the price.
I don't care for the almond and the Almond Joy. I know that's kind of the point, but I'm more of a coconut and chocolate kind of guy. I just like the coconut chocolate. The almond is fine. I'm not like against almonds. I just feel like it's kind of a weird texture thing. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. A and V. Again with the A and V. Oh, what's happening? Who holds a flamer like that, you idiot? We're almost refueled here. We'll show you how it's done. Oh, this dialogue's a lot longer than I thought it was. I'm just not feeling it anymore, that's all. The guy is pretty much a cinder now. It was a lot more fun when he was alive and thrashing about. Is there a guy in there, or... What do you mean by this? An A. I love Almond Joy. Do you love Almond Joys, Mochi? Do you also love Almond Joys?
Rise to the
Dude,
top.
I gotta wash my
Left in the
face in a
dust.
moment. Because this nose itching thing, my nose is gonna get like raw because of how much I keep itching it. It's so itchy, dude.
I always have a backup plan. I'll make an example out of you.
Show them no mercy.
Mochi says, sorry, I think my connection is bad, so it's taking a long time to send. LOL, no worries. Just glad to have you here with me, Mochi. Just glad to have you here with me. Sorry, I'm like finishing up my dinner, but I will, I didn't want to leave you guys with like nothing to watch. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue eating, but I'll be doing my combat in silence, I think. Just so you guys have something to watch. Although, without me narrating it, I'm not really sure how understandable this will be for people who haven't played Rogue Trader. No, we should be fine. I don't know why I put Abelard there. That was really stupid. I need to do my lidless stare. And Abelard's kind of in the way
Emperor,
right now.
give me strength.
And nom 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 nom. Yes. Oh, my back! I got stunned. Damn. Insane. Oh, this guy has 192 health. I thought he was just a normal guy. Dude. Okay, well. Insane, but alright. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic for a sec.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Ah, yes, before I go back to eating fully, welcome into Crusader. So, to catch you up on what happened in Rogue Trader, we finally finished up the funeral arc. The gist of it is that after we went into the furnace, so we went into that area, we pretended to be that guy, Fidelio. The people there wanted to kill us. Some guy said that he hid some paperwork in the furnace. We went to go into the furnace. They tried to kill us by lighting the furnace on fire while we're standing in it. We managed to escape the furnace. We came back up, and that's where I ended the stream last time. Today, when we picked it up, we went back to the funeral. The guys there were surprised to see us after we've already after they already tried to kill us. And Crusader says, I've done the funeral arc too. I'm very interested to hear how you dealt with them. Yes, I killed them. Well, okay, so I initially I defeated all of them, and then it asked the game prompted me to kill. I think like the reason they wanted us dead was because of Fidelio was the one meant to get the inheritance of the dead guy, but the son of the dead guy and the partner of the dead guy were both after the inheritance, which is why they tried to kill Fidelio, me. But after that, after we defeated them, there was the opportunity for us to kill the son and the partner, or the partner. But ultimately, I chose to patch up their wounds because I thought that maybe if we patched them up, somehow we would gain an ally once they realize that we're not actually Fidelio. And I also didn't want to. I think either the partner or the son had a kid, and I didn't really want to kill a parent in front of their kid, so I just chose to patch them up. And then the chaplain or whatever was like, so the money is going to Fidelio. Any questions? And and I had the option of say I'm not Fidelio, say it should go to the son, say it should go to the partner, or just say that I'm Fidelio and keep the money. And since I committed to the bit for so long, I decided, you know what? I am Fidelio. And I took the money. So that's pretty much what happened. I let the son and the partner live, and I took the money. That's pretty much all that happened. Yep. I thrive in the chaos, and I'm just a little bit richer now. So, yep, that's what happened. And now I'm eating my dinner. And also my nose is really itchy, so if you see my VTuber model bonking out, it's because I'm scratching my nose. Oh, Crusader says, hello, yeah, or hell yeah, riches for my lord. What can I say?
Doubtless for this is why I was chosen.
I'm just that guy.
You, my
I'm
emperor.
just that guy.
Let's get to it.
Anywho, and now we're hunting down heretics, so... we walked into... I can't remember what it's called, but... We walked into a different sector of Footfall. And now we're trying to... oh!
Too much for me.
Hold on.
That could have killed Cassia just now. Cassia's 1 HP. Oh, yep. Everybody's stunned. Everybody's stunned twice. That's wild. Oh, yep. Cassia's dead. Crazy.
Let's make it quick.
Actually insane. Oh, I might die here.
Mocking
Let's
me.
get to it.
What's happening?
Let's get to it.
Sudden difficulty spike? Cassia was actually supposed to do, like, everything that one round. I was about to have her, like, put 5 people on the brink of death, but nope. She got stunned. Crusader says, I killed everyone and left the money to the kid in hopes to gain allies later. Aha. Wait, so does that mean that you, Wait, what? Does that mean that you killed the son and the partner? The son of the dead guy and the partner? And then you just gifted the kid of the son the riches or something? I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay, hold on. I gotta eat. Hold on.
I won't compromise my principles. It's as good as done.
Okay. Now I think I'm done with eating. I do have to take my dishes to the sink. And I really gotta wash my face because of how itchy I am. But other than that, we're good. But Crusader says, I executed the son and the partner in front of the grandchild, making sure he saw what happens when one goes against a rogue trader. Also because I knew he'd probably be beaten if anyone else was left alive. You know, that's kind of wild. That's like, sorry I killed your dad. Anyways, here's some money. Remember me. This is what happens when you go against a rogue trader. But also, here's $5. I guess it's more than 5, but still, that... pretty wild. That's pretty wild. That is pretty wild, I must say. Understandable, but wild. Oh, I can't throw a grenade that far. Don't know where to go. My nose itches though. Ah. Hold on. Let me just throw it out there. If I'm gonna be on fire, I'm gonna make everybody else on fire. You know, just spread it around. I mean, we're already this far. Why not add a little more fire to the fire?
Here we go.
That guy willingly walked into it.
Get to it.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Dude, there's so much fire.
Let's make it quick.
Well, I don't fully understand how the healing mechanic works, so I'm not actually good at healing. Thankfully, we've gone through so many fights already that, like, and I haven't needed to heal, so it's all good. But this might be the one where I actually need to heal. I don't know. This might be the one that changes things.
I'll do it.
There we go. Oops, I'm still standing in the fire, aren't I? Yeah. I should have moved. Damn. Actually, no, I can. Why don't we move over here? There we go. And Crusader says, "Oh, I wasn't sorry. I knew he was scum. So I guess you get the inheritance because I stole your papa." I see. Chaotic. Fair. I think, but definitely chaotic.
Why did I not know
It was inevitable.
Chaotic and neutral.
scared yet?
Yes, I did kill your father.
Let's get
However, here's some money.
let's get to it.
I've never felt pain like this.
As one does. Okay, we can finally attack. Finally. Let's see. I'm gonna do Sworn Enemy on this
Victory
guy.
is imminent.
I don't think I'm even gonna swing towards him, but I wanna... I have a good shot at killing these two, so... Well... Yeah, I have a good shot at killing these two. There we go. That was worth it to me.
Indeed,
And then we'll endure. Okay.
it will be done.
Alright. As long as Abelard survives, I think we'll be okay. Cassia might be down/dead, but at least everyone else is good enough, I guess.
I won't stand for it. I'll make it happen.
Okay, give Adira a little more
It's
health.
as good as done.
I'll tell Abelard to attack. This will be your sworn enemy. And hit him.
I will do my duty.
That was a pretty terrible attempt at an attack, I must say. Okay.
The whispers
Damn.
called to me.
Damn. Okay, Pascal is still burning. What shall I do?
Advancing.
This brutal strike would hit both of these guys, I think. Well, actually, I might need to move a little. You can try. Yeah, this will kill them.
Forward.
Nice. And Mochi says, I gotta go shower, BRB maybe? Okay. Okay, Mochi. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
You never stood a chance.
Stinky Mochi confirmed. And maybe, how is there a chance you don't return? Slip and fall. Nah, she'll be alright. Mochi be like, BRB. Maybe. Oh, damn. Nice crit.
Hold on.
Argenta's my weakest currently. I'm probably not playing her right, but damn. Ooh, someone gotta kill this guy. Oh, yep. I'm dead. My player character's dead. That's wild. Somebody needs to kill this guy. You gotta kill this guy. I think we're covered. Not really. Never mind. Okay, what I want is 15
What a
perception, 15 skill. Then I'll hope to kill. I'll make
Anything
that
else?
guy my prey. And then I'll try to lightning arc. And I'm just gonna hope it kills him.
On it.
Oh, yep, I hit Abelard. Okay, well.
What?
Not my best move. Okay. Please return alive. Very caring of you, Crusader. Very caring. Thank you for caring for Mochi. She'll figure herself out. She'll be alright. I believe.
Follow my lead.
Nice.
It will be done. Indeed.
She knows. Okay, I want Abelard to aggro the Cinder guy.
Out of my way.
Or everybody, really.
Reading damage to Oak.
Let's try to hit this guy.
Fury algorithm.
Dude.
Combat is
There we go.
your life is
Just whiffed it.
a variable.
Nice.
Scriptural program of significant value.
Pascal, that was pathetic for a second. But I'm glad we pulled it together at the end.
Hands all.
Did that not work? Wait. Oh, that's fine.
Request approved.
Okay. Let's decrease dodge and armor. Blah, 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 blah. Oops. Wrong button. Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I should have done a run and gun. That's fine. Oh,
Emperor, protect
That
the
is-
fallen.
that is not good. Oh, there's nobody left to buff Abelard besides himself. Actually, we can increase
Anything
dodge and
else?
parry for Abelard, I guess. I'm gonna step back though.
Low momentum.
Okay.
Victory is imminent.
Things are looking rough right now.
At your beck and call.
Ooh, nice parry. I don't know what the hell that static was just now. Alright, run and gun, but stand in one spot. Just shoot that guy over and over again.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Abelard stunned? No! Let's see.
But of course,
I'm gonna exploit again. He has like just enough to expose weakness. Oh, he's almost dead. Alright, oh. Okay, we'll just shoot him.
I'll do it.
It's all good.
I can't escape.
Let's go. Nice. Welcome back to Dr. Pagan. How art thou, Dr. Pagan? Welcome back. Welcome back to the Rogue Trader stream. How have you been? How's life? How's love? I wish I had a girlfriend. I'm so lonely. A note found... Oh, wait, what is this? What? What? Where did... Huh? A note found what? A note found what? No, there we go. And Dr. Pagan says, good. Very good to hear. Very good to hear. What have you been up to, Dr. Pagan? What have you been up to? Sorry, I'm scratching my nose. Okay. A note found on the body of Cinder, an Anver's leader, mentioned a location. Apparently, it's near the Adeptus Amacicus. The turnoff is visible from the bar's entrance. Ah. So the location of the base has been found. Its entrance is somewhere in Sector 2 in the Shadow Quarters. The turnoff to the entrance can be seen from the Adeptus Amacicus. Should be enough to find the place. Nice. And Dr. Pagan says, working. Very nice, very nice. I hope you are enjoying your work. I hope the workday is quick and full of fun or something. If work could ever be fun. You know what I mean. The best days of work are the busy ones. Because it makes the day go by like super quick. What else did I just pick up? Was that it? That might have been it. Are these not the suspicious individuals? Guess not. Strange. Anywho. But we did it. We have finally taken care of at least some of the heretics. Unfortunately, my team is
Keep
very...
your wits about you.
See? Right there.
Unfortunately, my team is very injured.
Cast your eye there.
Oh. Where the hell am I going? Is this it?
the whispers told me how.
Take a door. Ah, there's a thing called a dark hideout on this side.
What do we have here?
I kind of want to go back to the ship real quick, though. A ship owned by House von Valancius has arrived on footfall. A group of Anvers who tried to attack the arrivals was promptly and thoroughly thrashed. Right, but I need to... Okay, hold on. Can I go back to the ship?
Let us not
We do have stuff to do on the ship, so... I'm kind of thinking maybe we should head back for just a second, just so I can replenish my health here. Just for a second. I think this is... Yeah, this is the way we... No... How do we get in here? Was it... That was this way. Ship, please. I don't know how to get back. Atrium, I guess? I don't know what an atrium is, but hopefully it has my ship in it. This kind of looks like the ship area. Alright. Let's take a look.
Always keep your eye on the price.
So that's the warehouse. Oh no, this is not the right place. Damn. Where the hell did we park our ship? Oh. The Void Dock. I don't know what I expected. Welcome into Giggles. Welcome in. What did I miss? Nothing much. My nose is really itchy tonight, though. I guess you missed that. Oh. Okay, so I've explained this a few times tonight. So, object identified as Von Valancius. Unit Opticon 22 extends his official greetings and invites you to asynchronous communication. Convergence point, Dock Alpha Rho. Topic of communication, discharge of contract, Logisticar Theta. Logisticar Theta. I remember that contract. Theodora made that 25, 30 years ago? We filled up 6 Adeptus Mechanicus Prometheum tankers on Sential's Pride, and I am certain that we never received payment. Oh. Have you tried scratching it? You make an excellent point. But, so to catch you guys up on what happened, so, the gist of it is that we walked into a funeral. Last stream, we walked into a funeral, and the guy was like... Sorry. We walked down an alley. We saw this guy, and he was like... basically said, like, oh, are you the guy? Are you Fidelio? And I was like... I mean, I'm not Fidelio, obviously. He was like, are you Fidelio? And I was like, yup. And he was like, ah, you're just in time. Come follow me. And then we followed him down the alley. And then we ended up at some guy's funeral. We were like a guest at a funeral. And everybody wanted us dead. There was like poison in like the food and such, blah, blah, blah. Some guy told us that he hid some paperwork in a furnace. And he needs us to go get it, and in return, he'll do us a favor. And I was like, sure, I'll get you your papers. For some reason, I accepted this task, completely forgetting that people were trying to kill us. So I went into the furnace. They turned the furnace on to try to kill me. But thankfully, I managed to escape the furnace. I went back to the funeral, and they were like, oh, what a surprise to see you here. We literally tried to kill you. But now you're back, so I guess we'll have to do this the violent way. So we come to find out that the reason they want us dead is because Fidelio is the inheritor of the dead guy's inheritance. So there's the son is at the funeral, the partner is at the funeral, but for some reason Fidelio is the one.
To the top. I'll get left in the dust.
Fidelio is the one that is meant to have gotten the inheritance. So, we fought the guys, and then after we beat them, the priest was like, oh, so you... sorry. He said that Fidelio... He announced that Fidelio is the rightful heir to this dead guy's stuff. I had the option to kill the son or the partner of the dead guy. I chose not to. And then, ultimately, it was my decision. I could say, I'm not Fidelio. I literally have no clue why I'm here. Option 1. Option 2 was to give the money to the son. Option 3 was to give the money to the partner. Option 4 was to just say, yes, I am Fidelio, and just take the money. So, what's Fidelio's relationship to the deceased? I'm not sure. I don't know if it was even explained. Fidelio's literally just some guy. Which is why everybody wants him dead, because they're kind of like, why is this rando getting all of this dead guy's money? But Fidelio was supposed to get it. Anyways, My options were to say that I'm not Fidelio, give it to the son, give it to the partner, or say that I am Fidelio. But old friend was the best way to understand it. Ah, thank you, Crusader. Yes, yes. So obviously, I did what any moral, upstanding citizen would do, and I said that I'm Fidelio, and I took the money. Yep. So ultimately, case closed. It started with me pretending to be some guy that I'm not. It ended with me walking away with some dead guy's inheritance money. It was pretty cool. Anywho. But yeah, that's what happened today. And now we're just kind of running around doing odd jobs. We killed some heretics a moment ago. I'm going to take a quick break. I have to bring my dishes to the counter. And I really need to wash my face. And I got to take a leak too. But I really got to wash my face because my nose really itches tonight. So I got to wash that. But I'll be back. BRB. I am back, my dudes. I really had to wash my nose so bad, and I feel so much better. I feel so much better. My nose finally isn't like, it's a little itchy. It tingles a little, but it's not as itchy as it was before. I went into the bathroom. My nose is super red now, so I'm scratching way too much. But Giggle says, as you should, extended break. I just shared a stopwatch. Let's place our bets on how long this will take. I say 8-ish minutes. 8:32 to be exact. For what? What's happening? And what a wild guess. I don't even know what she's talking about, but it's fine. That would be a Giggles moment. Meddlers, as if we couldn't handle this ourselves without the arbitrator's help. Damn. Form A716B is valid for up to 11 hours from the placement of the stamp. You have submitted it after 14 hours and 8 minutes. Your cargo registration request is denied. Damn. Warhammer is one of those worlds that I'm like, this would be so cool to live in, but also not really. It really is a dystopia. What the void is with the ration cuts? What's Vladimir doing with all that broth anyway? Having a bath in it?
Just as I planned.
A small altar, the central spot given to Drusus, a saint from the neighboring Calixis sector who is widely revered in the Coronis Expanse. Okay. We have some stuff to do here. Where the hell am I going? What I need to do is go to the ship. Grab my... Should be loot here somewhere. Where's the loot?
I always keep my options open.
Oh, 8:30. I thought you were talking about 8:32 to be a time. And 3:57, lickety split. I guessed how long your break would take. I started a stopwatch. Very nice, very nice. Dude, I'm always super quick to use the bathroom, you know? Except for that one time that I told everybody I was gonna poop and then I left for like 30 minutes. Thankfully, I don't think there's many here that would remember that exact moment, but anyways. That's fine. Who the hell is... Opticon 22. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue. I'm putting my glasses back on. Giggle says, by the way, I'm bald, Taku. IDK if you saw. Hi, bald Taku. I'm Taku. But yeah, I did see it. I did see it. What had brought about such a change? I remember. The North remembers. I don't know what you mean by the North, but I'll take it. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance Fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed, high-value visitors. Glory, success to the House von Valancius. A binaric aria begins to flow from the scratched vox attached to the tech priest chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logisticar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of binaric signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. Giggle says, I haven't seen my scalp in a while, I missed it. And it's a Game of Thrones reference, allegedly, and all these typos. No worries, no worries. I see my scalp all the time. Because I'm low-key balding. I'm just kidding. Well, not really. I don't know. My hair is thinning, though. My hair is thinning at, like, the root. My scalp is so pale now. That's all it be, man. You're nowhere near balding. Says you. I got a 5 head going on right now. It's quite something. Hairline game strong. But where's the hairline, though? Kind of high, if you ask me. Let's see. I want to make a trade deal. Oh, okay. I didn't really know where I was going with this. I also don't really understand how this trade thing works. So I don't know what I just did. What did I just do? I don't... What? That's fine. I don't care. But Giggles says, people fly to other countries and pay thousands to pretend to have the hair you have, man. You're someone's after inspiration for their before and after. You're not balding. Trust me, I would know the signs. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Right, yeah. I received an invitation to a meeting. Confirmed. I wish to discharge, reciprocally validate the mutual contractual obligation designated Logisticar Theta. Under the contractual obligation in question, 34.761 Terran years ago, the Explorator Cognizance fleet received from representatives authorized units of the Von Valancius dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian Void tankers. Received it, and then didn't pay. Compensate. Remunerate. Settle accounts. Should I go on, or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from Cognizance fleet can be made to Von Valancius assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled. Archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offering. You waited 30 years to pay up? Execution of payment reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizance fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran years after the initial transaction. The asset allocation process concluded 2.663 Terran years later. Transportation of assets to the Furibunda system took 16.862 Terran years. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran years. Clever! If you had been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. You were saying that my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you? The statement is true. The Cognizance fleet concluded 1292 contractual obligations with the Von Valancius dynasty as represented, led, administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valancius. The most substantial was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with which Archimagos Cubus Delphim, data usher of the sevenfold hallowed workshop of the sacred world of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform the duties of minister as its fabricator sensor. the services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensated via the offering of, paid for with, a 7-year contract, granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiabagama facilities. This is a lot, the process. Crusader says, "My lord has a beautiful mane of hair." Thank you, thank you. I actually was considering getting a haircut today. I mean, not getting a... I was considering today getting a haircut, but not today. My hair's getting kind of long, and it's kind of hot, so I'm kind of like... The thing is, I don't mind getting a haircut. I don't like paying for a haircut. And I feel like to get a good haircut, you gotta pay. You know? And I don't like paying for... Anyways. But... So I let my hair get kind of long, just so that as my hair grows, it's like, it just gets longer. I don't really need to maintain it. But at the same time, I just look kind of gross. This hair... The hair that I've got right now is just, like, there's no real style to it. It just doesn't really make sense to me. But I'm not really sure how to make it make sense. Like, I could make it into a bun, but I'd probably have to wait another, like, 6 months to get that close. So, I don't know. Giggle says, "Don't want to comment too much on Taku's appearance, but he really does have nice hair." Cap. The word... lugubrious was on my words list I keep to look up and remember their definitions later. Just added remunerate. What does remunerate even mean? And Crusader says, "Aha, now that you've spilled this last bit of information, I now know exactly what Taku looks like. You've fallen into my trap. Behold!" Oh boy. And don't cut it? No. It's hot, man. I don't know. Because, like, Oh, remunerate means to pay someone for services rendered. Okay. That's never going to come up in normal conversation, but I'll just keep that in mind. But yeah, my hair is... Like, I like it, but it's... I don't know, like... I hear that people like my long hair. Even my old boss. My old boss, I used to have, like, really long hair. Like, my hair would go, like, all the way down to, like, I don't know, like, my nips. But I'd usually, like, wear it in, like, a ponytail and, like, a little mini bun. I got it cut in for a lot of different reasons. I didn't really like where my hair was going, and I also my grandpa at the time, I wanted to look a little closer to what I did in high school, so I got my hair cut a little similarly. Just because my grandpa's mind wasn't fully there. So I got a haircut, but then my boss at the time was like talking about how he liked my hair before, and it's like, first off, kind of wild, but also, I don't know, I don't really know if I like it. Like, I like it from a certain, like, angle, but when I see pictures of myself, I'm kind of like, I kind of look just like, I don't know. Like, my hair is just unruly. There's no real sense of style. It's just a mass, you know? Anyways. Yes. Elementary, my dear Giggles. Observe. And don't cut it, she says, as she shaves her head, completely bald. Giggles. Are you going through something right now? I kind of feel like something's happening. Is it that time? If you know what I mean. Crusader says, well, I assume you speak from experience. Giggles loves to shave her head. But, it's cancer. No, no, no. Hopefully not. But, no. Giggles, I don't know. Sometimes Giggles goes through some stuff. Sometimes she can tell that she's going through it. Other times, I smell it from a mile away, and then I tell her, she doesn't believe me, and then like later on she comes to understand that she was going through it or something. Maybe I'm just making that up, I don't know. But no, I feel like I can detect when something's happening. Something's happening. I can feel it in my bones. And that's very real. Something's happening. Something is fishy. If anything, it's good stuff. Is it? Is it, though? But Crusader says, it's okay. I understand your pain. I'm also a Cancer. Are we talking about zodiac symbols? I've never understood, like, zodiac signs. I don't really believe in that kind of stuff. I don't know. Anyways, let me continue. The most substantial was packed, blah, 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 in accordance with blah, blah, blah. Right. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizant's fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. The most substantial pact was transferred. Right. Kiava Gamma. So there was a pact to get the Archmagos Cubus Delphim transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform duties. And these services were paid back by the offering of a 7-year contract, granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at Kiava Gamma. So I guess, if I understand correctly, my reading comprehension is going to fail me here, but if I understand correctly, the Cognizant's fleet has worked with the Von Valancius dynasty, the most substantial of those pacts being an Archmagos transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma, and in turn, the fleet could get maintenance privileges. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to understand how this pact works. So the fleet gave the fleet, in air quotes, the fleet of these, I'm forgetting the names, but the fleet of these guys had given Archmagos to Kiava Gamma no, they wouldn't. I don't understand. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizant's fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. Okay, so I guess I'm so confused about, like, who gave what to what. I don't understand. But Giggle says, I took a social media break, shaved my head, learned to make matcha at home, started a book with a friend and been dancing with strangers. Life is good, living the dream. Started a book with my cousin. What kind of book? Actually can't stand self-help type books, but I started a faith-based one with my cousin. I've heard good things about it, so we shall see. Isn't that still a self-help book in a way? Crusader says, so the Magos needed to get from point A to point B. Your house had the ability to do so. In return, the Magos would pay them back with repairs. They haven't paid because no one has yet made them. What? I don't know if it's just late and like I can't process what you're saying, but the Magos needed to get from point A to point B. Our House von Valancius has the ability to get from point A to point B. So, okay, so if I understand correctly, the Magos have to get from point A to point B. House von Valancius can go from point A to point B. So House von Valancius transports the Magos, and in return the Magos pays back with repairs. Is that right? Transfer to the planet. Oh, okay, I see. I think that I think I understand now. I guess the service was the transportation of the Magos. Not that the... I thought that the service was that the Magos is on the planet. That is the service. That's why. That's why I was confused. Because I was thinking like, okay, so the Magos is on... The service is that the Magos is on the planet. Therefore, the Magos is providing repair services to the Magos, which is like, I don't understand how the House von Valancius plays into that at all. Because House von Valancius is not the one to direct the Magos to stand on the planet. So why would it matter whether or not they're giving repair services? But yeah, okay, that I understand now. Our service was that we transport them and they offer repairs. That's what happened. Okay, I got kind of confused here. It's transferred. I thought the service was that. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's why. Transfer to the planet to perform the duties as fabricator sensor. So I thought the service was that they perform the duties. Anyways, but anywho, Giggle says they annoy me so much, but I'm gonna give it a chance. What annoys you about a self-help book? I just want to pick your brain for a second. But I don't think I've read a self-help book. I mean, I've read like OCD books about like understanding how OCD works. I have OCD. But I don't know if I call them... I mean, they're kind of self-help in a way. But it's more about understanding like a disorder, you know? But anyways, Crusader says, that is correct, sire. This transaction has already occurred, but payment hasn't happened yet. I thought that the transaction was for the... Is there two separate transactions? There's one where we offered... There's one where we moved the Magos and we haven't got paid yet, and then there's another one where we gave them gas and they didn't pay us or something. Are there two separate things going on? And the authors always seem self-righteous and state very broad and obvious tips and act as if it's profound. Oh. Self-help books can be a little annoying. That's exactly what I'm impressed you were giving it a shot. Yes. Any self-help is much appreciated. Anywho, Alright. Sorry, getting back to it. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extractiums, Astra Arator Processing Complexes, in the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies and has been assessed for conformance to the sacred standard template construct. Great creations of the Omnissiah, blessed be his beneficence, which has bestowed upon these complexes industrial might and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. So we can confirm that we're willing to accept the payment, or we can say no payment is needed. Consider the Prometheum my gift and a sign of my hope for collaboration in the future. Honestly, we're not really... I was going to say we're not really struggling right now. We kind of are. Well, a little. We're struggling a little because our ship took a lot of damage. I don't really know if this is going to fix the damage, though. This kind of just seems like a random upgrade, not really a repair thing. But I don't imagine that... I imagine that there's a different way to get off the planet, so I'm not too worried about getting paid right now. But I do think that Prometheum being a gift and a sign of our hope for collaboration in the future is more important, personally. But Crusader says, so the one for the moving of the Magos is an ongoing thing. You can get repairs with them when you need. And that giving you of gas is to apologize for not paying up until now. This is a formality. They wouldn't pay unless you told them to. Huh? The Magos isn't on... Because to me it's the other way. That the Magos... Moving the Magos is a thing that happened in the past. But the giving of gas... I thought... Wait. No, I thought we gave them gas. Hold on. Under the contractual obligation in question, so many years ago, the Explorator Cognizance fleet received from representatives of the Von Volantes dynasty a volume of high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 610 Talion void tankers. So the Cognizance fleet received from the Von Volantes dynasty the high-grade promethium. Right? But Crusader says, was it that you gave them gas? It's been a while since I've talked to them, so I must have forgotten. No worries. But I think what happened is that we gave them gas a while ago. They received it, then didn't pay. And they were saying that the reason that they didn't pay was because of how long it took to get across the galaxy. But now that they have the payment, they are offering Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extractiums and Astra Arator Processing Complexes in the quantity stipulated in the original contractual obligation. You are correct. Forgive my cognitive latency. No worries. No worries, Crusader. Sorry, I don't mean to... actually... you, but yeah, my bad. It is what it is. I just wanted to make sure I understood what was happening. But honestly, I think that I didn't need to talk to them. I'm not in any, like, the ship is damaged, but I'm not like desperately needing supplies at the moment, And I feel like this is an upgrade to my arsenal, not a repair. Therefore, to me, no payment is needed. Consider the Prometheum my gift and a sign of hope for collaboration in the future. The request is accepted. The contractual obligation Logisticar Theta is concluded. The Cognizant's fleet thanks House Von Valancius for its cooperation. The status of the unit's requests will be increased. Okay, so now the Explorators are a bit more of our friends now. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in, considers expeditious, cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the Von Valancius dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. Okay. So now that we're on their good side, it does seem like we can actually get some services. Now that our diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizant's fleet will be glad, alternative unavailable, to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items, reminder, storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects, with the exception of miscellaneous items is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Explorator fleet will also the Explorator fleet will also accept information about planets in the Coronis Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Cool. And Giggle says, Taku, it feels like you're speaking a different language right now, but I'm rooting for you regardless. Thank you, Giggles. Thank you. Worry not, dear Giggles. It really is a different language sometimes. So true. So true. I have a surface level understanding of Warhammer lore, and even I'm confused. Crusader says, so, my lord, I shall explain how trading works with the different factions. Please do. Actually, while you're doing that, could you also... I do have a question for you. So, see, when I press I want to make a trade deal, I don't know what this means. Oh, wait, never mind. Profit factor. Total 23. So, profit factor is a representation of the relative value of the rogue trader's war in a trade and what opportunities and resources it can call upon. I don't know if you played State of Decay, but is it like that? Where it's just like in State of Decay, you get... Sorry, State of Decay 1. You get items, you deposit it in the community locker, and then you get, like, points. Influence points, and then you can use those points to redeem stuff. Is it like the same thing? I mean, I guess that's not really the same thing, but... So is this... I guess what I'm trying to ask is profit factor actual money? Or is it the concept of my influence? It says it's a representation of the relative value of the warrant of trade. So does that just mean that the profit factor is my influence and what I can get from somebody? Or does it represent money? Because I haven't tried to buy anything. I don't know if I should. Should I just try to buy something? Because I want to know if this number goes down. Because it would be kind of wild if I bought this target designator and then it was like, yeah, your warrant of trade is not worth much anymore now that I gave you this one gadget. So that'd be weird, right? But Crusader says, oh, and Giggles is falling asleep. I hope you have a wonderful sleep. If you do fall asleep, Giggles, have a wonderful sleep. Giggles knocks out. But Crusader says, because you are a rogue trader, money in the numerical value... if never and issue for you? Do you mean to say is never? Because you are a rogue trader, money and the numerical value is never an issue for you, being that you own an unimaginable number of funds. Instead, you have profit factor as you are reading. It is the concept of your influence. So, the next question, if I buy something, or is never. Okay, thank you. So my question is, if I buy this, does my profit factor go down? Or can I just redeem it because I have high enough profit? Because I haven't really talked to any of the store guys because I just kind of figured that I had to buy stuff and I didn't really want to waste my tokens or whatever, so... It's just redeemable? Is that... It doesn't really matter? I should have redeemed stuff off of other guys then. But while I wait for an answer to that, let me finish the rest of this conversation. Why do you want information about planets? Omnifaceted study. Oh, hold on. Giggle says, good nighty night, beautiful people. Good night, Giggles. Wish I could stay longer. No worries. I'll have to end in like 30 minutes anyway, so no worries. Until next time, good night, Madame Giggles. Have a wonderful night. You and your bald head have a good night. Crusader says, profit factor is dictated by actions in the house's name. It doesn't change when you buy things from factions. Okay. Excellent. Okay, I'll have to buy stuff then. Or redeem it, I guess. We'll try with something. Okay, so we're asking, why do you want information about planets? Move my mouse over. Omnifaceted study of the Coronis Expanse is the sacred mission operational objective of the Cognizance Fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Coronis Expanse will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizance Fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnisci's will, weakness of mind and will. Sorry, these guys' animations are kind of wonking out. The Cognizance Fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnisci's will, weakness of mind and will unleashes xenoheresy, which consumes the laity whole. What is a laity? An example that demonstrates the outlined pattern. A void station in the system of Langren's Belt. According to the data available to the Cognizance Fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. I have some questions. Information assistance will be provided. Opticon 22, that's a strange name. The designation Opticon is an identifier with an illustrious history, a significant number of archive references, and is used by many explorators in the Cognizance Fleet. The extension 22 is a custom edition made by the current unit, designed to highlight the unit's unique personality. What is the Cognizance Fleet? The Cognizance Fleet is an explorator fleet produced by the Adeptus Mechanicus for the purpose of surveying, optionally conquering the Coronis Expanse. The fleet's core squadron is located in Data Classified, while auxiliary echelons and autonomous void vessels are operating throughout the entirety of the Coronis Expanse. May the Omnisci's favor be with my tech comrades, Pascal reverently touches the Explorator insignia on his robe. You are an Explorator. Then why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit functioned as a senior planetary scout for the duration of Data Classified procedural cycles. It was distinguished with 3 promotions by 1 grade, the right to a Tier 2 Sacred Augmentation, a notation in the fleet-wide archive as a valuable unit. After a reconnaissance mission in the Tenaris system, this unit was promoted to the rank of Logis and transferred to Footfall in order to perform the functions appropriate for its current status. There was something close to wistfulness in Opticon 22's otherwise emotionless voice. Just with the Footfall. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the Tenaris system and the associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and adherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. The Tenaris system was a great test of faith, an assessment of this unit's durability threshold, an act of destructive genocide. So what happened in the Tenaris system? Pascal and Opticon 22 turn to you and snap in unison. Data Classified. What are you doing on Footfall? This unit performs residential representation, maintenance of the bureaucratic machine for the purposes of ratification of the insulating boundaries, management of the Kappa thread supply line, compilation of astrographic reconnaissance data. Abelard lets out a long and heavy sigh. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodore's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests. I only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast on some nondescript world. Pascal, do these words have a translation? What? I understand this. Kinda. Pascal, do these words have a translation? A hiss of static resembling a sigh comes out of Pascal's box. Opticon 22's functions can be conveyed through flesh speak as functioning as the fleet's diplomatic mission, overseeing shipments, ensuring that the laity does not encroach upon the Explorator's sphere of interest, and collecting data on star systems. I see. Crusader says more on profit. When you do certain actions, like taking that inheritance, you gain profit factor. The profit factor number you have means you can buy items of this value or below without bankrupting your house. This number does not change when you buy items because your house is constantly gaining and spending this money. Certain actions like buying another crew member can lower this profit factor. Ah, thank you, Crusader. Thank you, thank you. I see. I see. So it's just like profit as a reputation and used for redeeming. That's not really a good way to put it, but I guess that's kind of what I think of it. But thank you. I think I understand. Thank you, Crusader. Why are you here and not, say, at the Liege's place? Prolonged communication with lay people of high social standing causes this unit vexation, desire for forceful cessation of vital functions, grief, decline in motivation, righteous fury, willingness to initiate purity protocol. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. The statement is true. The behavioral dynamics typical of lay groups are frequently devoid of logical patterns and are taxing to analyze. I have no more questions. Information assistance mode deactivated. Let's make a trade deal. Let's make a deal. Oh. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapon using ballistic skill instead of weapon skill. Crusader says, however, selling bulk items like weapons and other such items can gain you favor with that faction. The higher the favor you have, the more expensive the items they will allow you to buy. Ah. Okay, so let me test my understanding real quick. I have 23. The only loss I have is that I bought the mutant captives on footfall. Excuse me. And this favor is different to profit factor. Your profit factor, shortened for faster typing, is dependent on your financial decisions at large. Oh, I see. Okay, so they're two separate things then. The profit factor and the relationship. So I couldn't get a tier 5 item even if I wanted to, because I don't have a good enough reputation, even though I could technically afford it. And the favor depends on what you sell to them and how much. Ah, thank you, Crusader. And bless you, sire. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I have 23. I'm gonna buy these gloves. And I'm still good, so... Nice. And that is correct. Excellent. Excellent indeed. 5,000. All right. So ultimately, I could just, the moment that I can redeem it, I can just redeem it with no consequence, basically. Is that right? Is there any downside to me grabbing this? There's no downsides, right? I unlock it so I can just get it. Right? As I understand. I'll just grab that. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a Deadeye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by -1 and applies 1 exploit until the end of combat. It stacks up to 3 times. And you can buy anything at no real cost. And that is correct. You are a fast learner, my liege. Thank you, Crusader. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I'll just buy everything then. Why not? After all, if I can take it with no real consequence, why don't I? Okay, let me do a quick save. And you are beginning to understand the financial power of your name. Ah ha ha! Thank you, Crusader. Thank you, thank you. I am glad then. I am glad to have taken the favor with the faction as opposed to some ship upgrade. Okay, I think the next thing we have to do is talk to someone over here. Heinrichs. Ah, a familiar figure turns to you. Heinrichs van Kalox, interrogator of the Ordo Xenos, bows his head respectfully. Lord Captain. Honored interrogator, what a surprise. Did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Not at all, First Officer Vizarian. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. Greetings, interrogator. To what do I owe the pleasure of this latest visit? Only to our mutual duty to humanity. It is that duty that demands that I disturb your peace once more. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Rykad Minoris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds, this time yours, Lord Captain. Crusader says, items you buy can be added to the cargo and sold to others if you have no need for them. Doing so will raise favor with whoever you sell it to. Keep in mind certain cargo is worth more or less to certain factions. Some factions refuse to buy certain cargo because it is worthless to them. Ah, thank you, Crusader. I see, I see. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. I've been stockpiling junk, so hopefully I'll find the appropriate place to sell it. Thank you, Crusader. Thank you, thank you. I I received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies' humanity, including the Xenos that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. Like, what star are we talking about? According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds, this time yours. Heinrichs clears his throat and begins in a pointedly official tone. By the order of Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Coronis Expanse, the rogue trader of House von Valancius is to take on board the agent of the Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds, great and small, that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar. So I'm confused because I thought, wait, is Heinrichs an Inquisitor or does he serve the Inquisitor? He's like the Inquisitor's henchman, right? But then, does the Inquisitor outrank the Rogue Trader? Because I thought Rogue Trader was higher than Inquisitor. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Adira's whisper is barely audible. All I got from it is that ridding ourselves of this snitch won't be easy. Heinrichs, would you mind translating the torrent of verbiage you just unleashed upon me? His mouth twists slightly. The Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship and in your retinue would be significantly more beneficial to the fight against heresy and evil than my return to my mentor's side. Our parting before our arrival on Footfall was premature. Okay, well. What exactly caused this need to rejoin my crew? The cause is the activity of humanity's enemies, including the cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Coronis Expanse has changed. I have received an exhaustive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the region where the Von Valancius worlds lie. You probably already know the fate of the industrial world of Kiava Gamma. If not, then I will share what details I know, but not here. Better to talk on board where we will not be overheard. Well, you know, Heinrichs, after giving me all that sass, after the funeral thing, I'm finding that saying whatever I want in this game is actually just generally funnier than just playing it as a good guy. So you know what? After Heinrichs left, I don't care. A sanctioned psyker with an inquisitorial rosette in my retinue, for free no less. The other rogue traders will be positively green with envy. Not the most common response to the news that I will be constantly breathing down your neck. You aren't wrong, though. I prefer to repay favors in kind. Assist me by ensuring that my work is unobstructed, and I will assist you in return. I must also deliver this to you. Heinrichs pulls out a sealed letter. The Inquisitor specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only. I would ask you to read it as soon as you have the time. Letter from Inquisitor Xavier Calcazar. Crusader says, Heinrichs is a servant/student of the Inquisition. Him and the Rogue Trader both have power over almost anything they want in the Imperium. The Rogue Traders have this power because of their wealth and because the Emperor said so. The Inquisition has this power as well because they need to protect the Imperium and because the Inquisition said the Emperor said so. I see. I see. So it's pretty much like... It's kind of like if a multi-billionaire met with, like, I don't know, like a top secret agent for a government. kind of. They have near equal power, but over different aspects. I see. Okay, this makes a little more sense now. Thank you, Crusader. Thank you, thank you. I didn't know that rogue traders were powerful because of their wealth, though. Mochi says, "I'm back. Hi, back. I'm Taku. Got him." Neither of them want to step on each other's toes, but both are inflamed because they don't have true power. Don't have true power over each other? I think I see. I see. I thought that the rogue trader's power was in the certificate that declares they have power, as opposed to having power over trade. I thought trade was like part... I mean, I guess trade is part of the name, but... I thought it was more about like a decree that they're like a powerful person. Abelard announced Mochi's return. And they don't have true power. Okay, I see. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you, Crusader. My typing is too fast to keep up. No worries. No worries at all. Okay. We gotta check out the letter soon. That is everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship, or do you still have business on Footfall? Whatever the case, I can either wait for you on board or accompany you as part of your retinue. Wait for me on board. Let's see. Secrets of the Cult. Heinrichs possesses information about some of the plans of the Cult of the Final Dawn. Plans connected to the industrial world Kiava Gamma. The future struggle against the cult will depend on the results of his search, which is the reason for his joining the Rogue Trader's retinue. Okay, let's head back into the... Let's head back into the void ship for now, because I need to recover all my injuries. And we'll just deal with whatever dialogue comes up. Because I don't feel like dying on the thing. We need to talk about the things that are broken on the ship, so that's probably what this dialogue is. Voxmaster Vigidus. Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel. Except, there is an issue you must be made aware of. Cassia makes a quick, nervous gesture, adjusting the adornment over her third eye. I have been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double-check the route to Dargonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Atlas, one after the other, and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Argenta angrily chops the air with a side of her palm. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It is a shame they can't be dispersed with a flamer or a bolter. Now we can be certain that problems with astropathic communication in the Coronis Expanse are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Captain. It is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valancius Protectorate as soon as possible. I am talking about Janus, Dargonus, and Kiava Gamma. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. Interesting. Crusader says, you are correct, my lord. Their decree says they have power, and this power is their immense wealth. You wouldn't want to cross a rogue trader because they can influence your planet's economy with their mere words. You wouldn't want to cross an inquisitorial agent either because you could be labeled heretic and executed. Ah, so it really is just like a rich person and like a, I don't know, super cop. But nice. Very nice. I see. I see. What would the consequences of losing contact with these worlds be? A world deprived of connection to its neighboring systems and the Coronis Expanse's infrastructure can only rely on itself, and their capabilities are often limited. For example, Janus does not have a fleet of its own. Pirates, cultists, heretics, Xenos, anyone could prey on the helpless planet. The loss of communication is a threat to your position. A rogue trader with no protectorate to back them is one that grows weaker by the day. The Voxmaster is entirely correct. You are rogue trader Taku von Valancius, the successor to Theodora von Valancius, one of the most influential women on this side of the Maw. But you are also new to the business of governing. Many will doubt your competence and try to carve up your protectorate so they can snatch a piece for themselves. It is important to show your potential allies and foes that you are in control of the situation. Which is why the sooner we reclaim these lost worlds, the better. Crusader says, however, you couldn't label a traitor as a heretic, because that's like saying the Emperor was wrong to say your family line is a good rogue traitor. Heresy to say the Emperor was wrong. Ah, ha ha! Nice. That seems like a kind of a wild cop-out, but very nice. How could I be a heretic? I'm a rogue trader, you see. Are you saying that the Emperor was wrong? Smells like heresy to me. Maybe you're the heretic. And you wouldn't want to cross an Inquisitor as a traitor, because doing so would be like ignoring the law that states your power is true. Ignoring Imperial law is heretical. Ah! I see. Interesting. Ignoring the law? Heresy. Ignoring what the Emperor said? Also heresy. I like it. I like it. Okay, that is interesting. Thank you, Crusader. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Tell me about Janus. The surface of Janus was altered extensively so the planet could be designated an agri-world. It is a powerful food base capable of supplying the burgeoning protectorate and exporting provisions to the outer worlds at the same time. Janus owes much of its prosperity to the governor of House Viat. Under its leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. What is Kiava Gamma? Industrial world Kiava Gamma is being managed by the governor house of Gaprak and supplies your protectorate with rare mineral resources. Additionally, the planet features an Adeptus Mechanicus Manufactorum that processes materials and prepares them for shipment. Sorry, my brain is turning off now. Supplies your protectorate with the rare mineral resources. I testify that Kiava Gamma is a world marked by the Omnisci's patronage. By his grace, the manufactorums of the colony are inhabited and by committed and industrious machine spirits. And your statement of rich guy versus super cop is very correct. Thank you, Crusader. I try. Heinrichs coughs quietly. Mistress Tolleman neglected to mention that the Kiava Gamma Manufactorum also supplies heavy machinery from forage harvesters to vessel systems and components. Abelard turns his hard eyes on Heinrichs. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capability, von Kalox. Pleased to be of service. What do I need to know about Dargonus? Dargonus is the heart and soul of your protectorate. It is where the main administrative resources and storage facilities are, and so is the von Valancius Palace. If you would like to know, it is where you will publicly accept the title of Rogue Trader. Dargonus is a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of finances. Sorry, my brain is turning off. Ooh. Abelard, what is your opinion? Which world should we deal with first? Abelard strokes his beard for a few seconds before giving a hesitant reply. Rediscovering the Agra world will supply your protectorate with something none of your servants can do without. Sustenance. That's exactly what I was thinking. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Just look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I am concerned by the rumors concerning Kiavagama. There have been no problems on Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. I trust I do not have to explain the capital world. Losing it would make us the laughing stock of the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chronicles and ledgers would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe. So all three systems are equally vital to the Protectorate. It falls to you to decide which should be brought into the fold before the rest, Captain. Damn, we're probably going to lose one regardless. Crusader says, "My good sire, after all this typing and misspellings, if I may, I would like to humbly ask your honorable self if I, a lowly scribe, may attempt to ask for stream talking privileges so that I may more adequately show your lordship the lore of 40k. Shameless groveling. Definitely vet me with everyone else before you answer. I do not wish to overstep my bounds." Ah! Very interesting. Well, I shall have you know, Crusader, I have the personality of a cardboard cutout. I guarantee that I am painful to talk to. Sure. Not tonight, though. I gotta end, like, the moment this conversation ends, I gotta end, because I'm overtime. Sorry. But, I think... when would be a good time? Maybe during the next Rogue Trader. I think during the next Rogue Trader would probably be the better time. But yeah, I'm not too worried about you speaking. I think it should be fine. But I do have to end soon. So, we are literally right at that time. But I'm still locked into a conversation. So, but Crusader says, definitely not tonight for me as well. I will have to get going in a half hour. I have to get going as soon as this conversation ends. with Abelard and all the guys. But, yeah, no worries. No worries. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry. But thank you for explaining stuff for me. Thank you. Always much appreciated. Would love to be vetted for Rogue Trader streams. All I ask for. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so, sorry, to go back to what Abelard was saying. Abelard thinks we should take care of the Agra world. Or, well, first, and I absolutely agree that we need food above all. But, and then it's kind of tied between Kiavagama for industrial stuff. And then also the capital world. I don't know, man. It's either a weapon catastrophe or bureaucratic catastrophe. Or food catastrophe. Food catastrophe, we need to avoid that. The weapon catastrophe is pretty bad. Bureaucratic catastrophe, honestly, I don't really care for bureaucratic catastrophe. I mean, yeah, that would suck, but whatever. It's whatever. Very well. Our course is clear. Do my officers have any other issues that require immediate attention? That is all, Captain. The vessel and the crew await your instructions and are ready to depart Footfall immediately, should you so desire. I'm actually only here to recover my health and no other reason. So we're staying on Footfall, but we'll get to the other planets eventually. Vessel and crew await your instructions and are ready to depart. Sorry, my brain is frying in real time. I have had a lot more ability to think tonight than I normally do. For the Rogue Trader stream. Sometimes my brain craps out, but today was not too bad. Okay. We are going to call it a night here, because I'm tired of my brain. It's actually for the perfect timing, because my brain, like, just crapped out. I can't focus. But thank you guys for joining me today. It was a most wonderful stream, and it was thanks to all of you. Thank you, thank you. So, with that being said, thank you to Appy, Crusader, Mochi, K. Scott, Grizz, Giggles, Dr. Pagan. I feel like I'm missing one. But thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It was a most wonderful stream. Crusader says, wonderful choices, my liege. You have officially reached farther than I. Really? I've reached further than you in Rogue Trader? Wow. I have indeed given you much lore to ponder. So true. I'm gonna have to think on it. But for now, we shall end. Thank you all for joining me. Currently, the schedule looks like this. Stellar Blade, I think, is going to be Wednesday, with the possibility that it turns into Rogue Trader. I'm not quite too sure yet. Friday is really up in the air. It's either going to be Abiotic Factor or Peak. It's most likely going to be Abiotic Factor, though, if I'm being realistic with myself. So that'll be the first stream of that, which should be pretty fun. Saturday is going to be Stellar Blade. So, anywho, but yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Let me see if there's anybody out there that I would like to raid. Where shall we go? I always look for Metal Gear streamers, but they just, like, don't really exist. I mean, there's, like, a few, but none that I'm too interested in raiding. Oh, dude. Crusader, I'm so excited. I really hope that you are available for Metal Gear Solid 3 stream. I'm hoping to do that towards the end of the month, assuming nothing comes up. Because the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is coming out, and you gotta see it, dude. I'm so excited. Let me see. Sorry, I'm looking through people playing Metal Gear. No one I really want to raid. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'll just end here. But thank you guys for joining me. And good night to all these wonderful peoples. I hope they sleep well. Thank you, Crusader. You're so kind. I hope you sleep well as well. And Crusader has been enjoying Stellar Blade. It's been fun to watch. I do love Stellar Blade. Oh, and Snipey says, RIP just arrived. Snipey, no! Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you, Snipey? Sorry, I'm just ending. But thank you for joining me, Snipey. Thank you, thank you. Crusader says, I would love to see you stream MGS3 Remake. Crusader, Metal Gear Solid 3 is the greatest Metal Gear. I don't know how the remake's gonna be. Like, 3 on its own is amazing, but they're gonna, like, redo the graphics, the controls, face tracking, a little bit of character design. They're keeping all the original audio, which is pretty interesting. They're keeping the original audio, but they're just, like, touching it up so that it kind of sounds a little more modern, which is pretty cool, but I don't really know how that's going to turn out yet. Regardless, I'm going to play it. Metal Gear Solid 3 is, I think, my favorite Metal Gear. I kind of flip-flop in my opinions on which Metal Gear I like the most in a ranking, but Metal Gear Solid 3 is amazing. Top tier Metal Gear. And if you like what you see, I highly recommend you get it. But yeah, we'll get there. I already played Metal Gear Solid 1 to 3 on the channel, so I'm probably not going to do those again, but I do want to do the 3 remake on the channel. But yes, Snipey just got here. No. And the 28th of August is Metal Gear Solid Delta. Yes, and I believe you get 48 hours early access if you pre-order. I don't know if that's a good idea, but technically you could play it 2 hours. Sorry, you could play it 2 days early if you pre-order it. I don't think I'm gonna pre-order it though. Honestly, I might wait until September to play it because I want to make sure that like the day one, the first few day patches are already out. I don't want to play a buggy game, so I want a lot of the bugs to be squashed before I jump into it. So we'll have to see on that. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have a most wonderful sleeps. And I'll catch you guys on Wednesday for Stellar Blade. Probably. Or Rogue Trader. Okay. Anyways, good night, everybody! My liege, no pre-orders, you must hold firm. You're right. I absolutely agree with you. I think the pre-order for Metal Gear Solid 3, you get like a white tuxedo if you pre-order, but I think that if you just play the game, you can unlock the white tuxedo anyways. So there's no real point to pre-order. Anyways, but yeah, I absolutely agree. Absolutely. The last time I was excited about a game before it released, the last big one was Cyberpunk. I got burned hard by that one. It ran like trash on my PS4. Anyways, but yeah, have a wonderful night, everybody. Good night.